So, so it's Super Bowl Sunday. It is Super Bowl Sunday. Eagles versus Chiefs once again in the Super Bowl. And this will be probably a good game going into it. Because you have Kendrick Lamar singing at halftime and you have the game. I think this game will be interesting. I think I think like the Eagles are going to win this time. Like I really don't have I'm not picking. Let me get the elephant out of the room. I'm not picking who who I have who I have for this game. Like I'm not picking who I have for this game. Like I think the Eagles defense has to show up. The Eagles defense has to show up. I get it that the Chiefs are trying to free-peat right now. But if the Eagles are able to stop the free-peat, like this is Brandon Graham's this is Eagles Brandon Graham's last Super Bowl playing because he's going to retire. This is Darius Slay's last game with the Eagles. So if the Eagles are able to stop the free-peat of the Kansas City Chiefs, if they're able to do that and stop the free-peat, like when you have one one of the Eagles retiring and Brandon Graham, who had a good season, but he got injured, which he's coming back this game for the Super Bowl. He was a part of that Super Bowl team that beat Tom Brady. And when you have Darius Slade that was in the last Super Bowl against the Chiefs, and this is his last game as well, you gotta say that the Eagles better be ready to stop the Chiefs this time around because last time around the Chiefs won 38-35 against the Eagles in Super Bowl 57. So this Super Bowl 59 has to be the Eagles. It has to be the Eagles because let me get the elephant out of the room. If you have one of your best players retiring and another of your players saying it's going to be his last game with the Eagles, you want to win a Super Bowl. You want to win this Super Bowl and not let the Chiefs go on a free-peat because we know that Patrick Mahomes, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, like we can put him in the conversation with Tom Brady, with Drew Brees, with Eli Manning, with Peyton Manning. We could put him in that, and we can put Jalen Hurts in that conversation as well. But when you have two of your best players saying it's going to be their last game for the Eagles, and you have Travis Kelce who's thinking about retiring after this Super Bowl, like you have to win this the Eagles and the Chiefs. This game could go back and forth by every 2 minute quarter, by the 2 minute quarters in every quarter. Because this game is going to be interesting to watch. The Eagles defense will have to show up. Because how are you going to stop Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs? And let me get the elephant. I'll be happy if Patrick Mahomes wins. I'll be happy if Jalen Hurts wins. But I don't know who's going to win this Super Bowl. Will this be the same, will this be the same, Super Bowl 57 when the Eagles met the Chiefs the first time? Will it be like that? Or will Saquon Barkley run rush for 200 yards? Will Saquon Barkley rush for 200 yards and Jalen Hurts throw for 300 yards? Will it be something like that? Will it be something like that, or will it be a different result? Because we know that Kendrick Lamar is singing at halftime. But will this game is going to come down to the final 2-minute warning, in my opinion, and we're going to see who wins this football game. We're going to see who wins this Super Bowl. Because Travis Kelce, let me get the elephant in the room. Travis Kelce said if he wins this Super Bowl, he's probably going to retire. But when you got number 15 and number 1, when you got number 1 on the Eagles and number 15 on the Chiefs, this is going to be an interesting game. But guys, sub if you're new and never give up your dreams. And I hope all of you guys are safe out there. And stay blessed, everybody. In peace. And this will be probably a good game going into it. Because you have Kendrick Lamar singing at halftime and you have the game. I think this game will be interesting. I think the Eagles are going to win this time. I really don't have I'm not picking. Let me get the elephant in the room. I'm not picking who I have for this game. I'm not picking who I have for this game. I think the Eagles defense has to show up. I would say that because I'm not rooting for each. Let me get the elephant out of the room. I'm not rooting for each team. I'm rooting for both quarterbacks, though. But when you come down to it, you guys say that the Chiefs are trying to repeat. And let me get the elephant in the room. Travis Kelce said if he wins the Super Bowl, he's probably going to retire. We know when you have number 1 on the Eagles, Jalen Hurts, and when you have number 15, number 15, Patrick Mahomes, you know this is going to be a good game. You know exactly this is going to be a good game. But it's going to come down to the wire. It's definitely going to come down to the wire. Because we also are going to see Patrick Mahomes. We're also going to see Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts throw for probably 200, 300 yards. We're going to see Saquon Barkley run for 300, 200 yards. We're going to see Kendrick Lamar at halftime in the Super Bowl. But I think this game, most importantly, will be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting because when we look at both teams, is this game going to be like Super Bowl 57 when both of these teams met? Is it going to be like the Super Bowl in 57? In Super Bowl 57 when both of these teams met, or Super Bowl 58 when either one of both of these teams met. I would say it's going to come down to the 2-minute warning because we're going to see both of these teams trying to win a Super Bowl. And we could say that, I would say that Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes are both going to have good games. I'm going to say that Saquon Barkley will have a good game. I can go on the record for that. But it's going to be an interesting game to see. Guys, sub if you're new and never give up your dreams. And I hope all of you guys are safe out there. And stay blessed, everybody. In peace.